this idea is crazy. What you see now is a leaky zinc sheet, but I can make it reusable like new without having to buy a new one. This means that with this simple idea, we can save a lot of money while still achieving the same functionality. I first prepared some materials. First, I poured cement into a bucket. This step forms the basis of the repair process, as it's the cement mixture that will seal the leak in the zinc, making it strong and tight again. Before mixing the cement, pour water into the bucket containing the cement. Then, stir slowly until the mixture is completely thick and even. The right texture is crucial, ensuring it adheres firmly to the zinc when applied and seals any leaks. In this process, cement is one of the most important components for its function during zinc repair. If we can process the cement to a truly perfect texture, the result will be a leaking zinc that looks like new again. This cement will act as a strong adhesive and the primary coating, ensuring the zinc can function optimally again. If the mixture of cement we stirred earlier already looks good enough, we can move on to the next step. The cement doesn't need to be too thick, my friends. The most important thing is that the cement and water are already well mixed. With this kind of mixture, we are ready to start patching the leaking part of the zinc roof so it can function properly again. Next, we dip the cloth into the bucket of cement mixture, then slowly soak and dip the cloth so that each section is thoroughly coated. Ensure the cloth absorbs the cement mixture thoroughly, allowing the texture to adhere firmly to the fabric fibers. This process is crucial, as the more evenly the cement adheres, the stronger, neater, and more like new the zinc repair will be. This fabric serves a crucial function, as it will serve as the primary reinforcing layer in the patching process for large holes in the zinc. With the fabric evenly absorbing the cement mixture, when applied to the zinc surface, it not only completely seals the hole, but also provides additional strength, making the zinc sturdy, durable, and reusable. Next, we first dry the cement-coated fabric on a plastic sheet. This plastic sheet doesn't actually serve much of a reinforcement. I simply place it to prevent the fabric from sticking directly to the zinc surface beneath. This allows the fabric to dry properly and remains easy to remove for the next patching step. Next, we move on to the core of the material used, wire mesh. We place this wire mesh over the previously cement-coated fabric, then apply more cement evenly over it. The purpose of using this wire mesh is to provide additional reinforcement at the joints, so that when patching large holes in the zinc, the patch layer is stronger, more robust, and more durable. You can easily find these materials because instead of having to buy new zinc, we can process it ourselves and still achieve the same function. Of course, this option is much better because it saves money, utilizes existing materials, and provides a sturdy and functional result without having to spend a lot of money. So, when the cement has been spread evenly on the wire mesh, I then dry it in the sun until it is a little dry. And here are the temporary results. After I let it dry for 3 hours, then I applied more cement on top. I doubled the layer to make it really thick and perfect so that the patch would be really solid. And you know what? This result is even better than the new zinc we bought at the store because the layer is super thick, strong, and durable, making the previously leaking hole completely covered. I made sure the cement and patching were completely even, which is why I spent a little time on this step. Everything was done meticulously because I wanted the finish to be absolutely perfect, neat, and strong, so the end result would not only be functional, but also look professional and long-lasting. Once I was completely confident in the thickness and integrity of the cement layer, I let it dry completely. Meanwhile, I continued preparing the zinc sections so that when they were combined, the patching would be easier, neater, and stronger, and the leaking zinc would function like new again. I first sanded the uneven parts of the zinc until the surface was completely smooth, clean, and sleek. This was to ensure that when we installed the prepared parts, they would adhere perfectly, neatly, and securely, making the zinc repair look like new and function optimally. Then we add the final ingredients: gasoline and styrofoam. First, we pour about half the gasoline into a plastic aqua bottle. Then add a few pieces of styrofoam. Next, we stir the mixture slowly until the styrofoam is completely dissolved and evenly mixed with the gasoline. This process is important so that the mixture is optimally prepared for use in the next step, resulting in a neater, stronger, and more durable zinc repair. A well-mixed mixture will make application to the zinc easier and more efficient. Moving on to the final stage, patching the leaking zinc. But before that, let's first measure the area to be patched to make the installation process easier and more precise. With precise measurements, the patch layer will fit perfectly in place, neatly, and cover the hole perfectly, so the zinc can function like new again. So, is this what we expected? Next, we'll first coat the zinc surface around the leaking area, which we previously smoothed, using a combination of styrofoam liquid and gasoline. This coating acts as an additional adhesive layer, so that when we apply the patch later, the connection will be stronger, neater, and more durable. I applied this liquid thoroughly, as it works just like glue. In fact, this mixture of styrofoam and gasoline can act as a super strong glue that adheres very well and lasts a long time. With an even application, the patch will adhere perfectly to the zinc, resulting in a sturdy, neat, and durable joint. And then, we attach or patch the patched part to the previously leaking zinc. This process is carried out very carefully, slowly, and with perfect balance to ensure each side adheres evenly. Since this is just an example, and if you want 100% of the rainwater to not fall into the house anymore because there are still holes, you can patch it thicker on all sides. We first watered the patch top to ensure the connection was strong, tight, and leak-free, ensuring the final result was truly optimal and long-lasting. Let's take a look at the results, and you can see for yourself. The previously leaking section is no longer dripping. The connection is tight and strong, indicating that the patching was a complete success. The end result looks neat, sturdy, and reusable like new zinc. The mission success and perfect right? Thank you.